I'm Fern Riley, and I'm going to read this book called Tops and Bottoms, adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. Tops and Bottoms. Once upon a time there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given him all his wealth, and he gave all his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost his risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all his land to Bear to pay off his debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. The children were hungry. Father Hare said, "We must do something." Mrs. Hare cried one day and said to Hare, "Put our heads together," and they cooked up a plan. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear. Wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare. And I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We can be business partners," Hare said. "All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear. We're in this together. I'll work, you sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what will it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top halves or the bottom halves? It's up to you. Tops or bottoms?" Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. "I'll take the top half, Hare." "Right, tops." Hare smiled. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the tops, I get the bottoms." Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all of the best parts in your half." "You choose the tops, Bear. You chose them." "Now, Hare, you tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms." Hare agreed. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted and watered and weeded. Oh, and Bear is sleeping. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the bottoms and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. "Hare, you've cheated me again." "But Bear," Hare said, "you wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled, "You plant this field again, Hare. You tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right. Poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both the tops and the bottoms. It's a done deal." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted and watered and weeded, then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. This time you get the tops and the bottoms." There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the tops and piled them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corns in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. See, Bear, you get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sirree, Bear, it's a done deal. Now Bear was wide awake. That's it here, he hollered. From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops and bottoms and middles. Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through the season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. This book is called City Dog, Country Frog by Mo Willems and John Muth. City Dog, Country Frog, words by Mo Willems and pictures by John J. Muth. Spring. City Dog didn't stop on the first day in the country. He ran as far and as fast as he could, and all without a leash. City Dog spotted something he had never seen sitting on a rock. It was called Country Frog. What are you doing? Asked City Dog. Waiting for a friend, replied Country Frog with a smile. But you'll do. City Dog and Country Frog played together. City Dog was new to the country, so Country Frog taught him Country Frog games. Country Frog's games involved jumping and splashing and croaking. That was spring. Summer. City Dog didn't stop to admire the green, green grass. He ran straight for Country Frog's rock. I'm going to do you a favor, said City Dog when he found Country Frog. I'm going to teach you City Dog games. City Dog's games involved sniffing and fetching and barking. City Dog and Country Frog played until Country Frog was too tired to sniff and fetch and bark anymore. That was summer. Fall. City Dog didn't stop to sniff the falling leaves. He ran straight for Country Frog's rock. What shall we play today? Asked City Dog. Dog or frog games? Country Frog took a deep breath. I am tired, Frog, replied Country Frog. Maybe we can play remembering games. City Dog and Country Frog sat together on a rock. They remembered their spring jumping and splashing and croaking. They remembered their summer sniffing and fetching and barking. That was fall. Winter. City Dog didn't stop to eat the snow. He ran straight for Country Frog's rock. City Dog looked for Country Frog. He's really looking around. Country Frog was not there. And that was winter. Spring again. Country Chipmunk spotted something she had never seen sitting on a rock. It was City Dog. What are you doing? Asked Country Chipmunk. Waiting for a friend, replied Dog sadly. Then he smiled, a froggy smile, and said, but you'll do. That was spring again. That's the end. Thank you.
There you go. Hello, boys and girls. We are here with another fine selection of your reading material, and I'm here to tell you that children make terrible pets. So anybody out there thinking of having children as pets, don't do it according to this book, written and illustrated by Peter Brown. So let me explain as we go through this to tell you why children make terrible pets. One morning, Lucy was practicing her twirls when she noticed she was being watched. "Hello, who's there? I can smell you behind those bushes, so just come out." Squeak! When her secret admirer scurried into the open, Lucy could not believe her eyes. "Oh my gosh, you are the cutest critter in the whole forest." Squeak! So Lucy brought the critter home to show her mom. "Look what I found outside. I call him Squeaker because he makes funny sounds." Squeak! "See, isn't he the cutest? Can I keep him, please?" "Lucille Beatrice Bear, don't you know that children make terrible pets?" "Aw, come on, Mom. Look how sweet he is. You won't be in any trouble, will you, boy?" Squeak! "Oh, all right. You can keep him on one condition. Squeaker is your responsibility. I will not take care of him for you." "Thanks, Mom. Squeaker is going to be the best pet ever. You'll see." Lucy and Squeaker were inseparable. They played together. They ate together. They napped together. Lucy and Squeaker did everything together, but it wasn't all fun and games. He was impossible to potty train. Squeak! He ruined the furniture. Squeak! He caused problems wherever he went. "We don't throw food at tea parties." Squeak! And just when Lucy thought things couldn't get any worse, Squeaker disappeared. "Squeaker? Here, Squeaker. Come here, boy. Squeaker." Lucy checked the usual hiding spots, but her pet was nowhere to be found. "Squeaker, where are you?" Lucy had almost given up hope when her sensitive nose caught a whiff of her Squeaker. Lucy followed Squeaker's scent this way and that across the entire forest until finally she found Squeaker. But something had changed. Squeaker didn't seem like a pet anymore. Lucy knew what she had to do. "Goodbye, Squeaker. Squeak, 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 woof." Squeaker belongs with his family. I guess some critters aren't meant to be pets. I'm really going to miss that little fella. Maybe it's all for the best. Lucy had a lot to think about on her way home. By the end of the day, Lucy had learned one very valuable lesson. You were right, Mom. Children do make terrible pets. They really are the worst. The end. So that's a cute short one. Have some more for you. Shall we continue? This one is called Piranhas Don't Eat Bananas. And the author and illustrator of this one is Aaron Blaby. So here we try this one. It explains many things to you. The piranha is a freshwater fish that lives in South American waters. They are known for their sharp teeth, powerful jaws, and their enormous appetite for meat. The piranha will happily eat cows, sheep, donkeys, horses, monkeys, gorillas, cats, dogs, kittens, puppies, guinea pigs, bunny rabbits, goldfish, postmen, pizza guy, little children who've been naughty, professional tennis players, old ladies who were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and little children who've actually been pretty good. They'll eat astronauts, ballet dancers, belly dancers, TV talent show contestants, chimney sweeps, and most types of other people. What they don't eat, though, is fruit, especially bananas. Let's see why. Hey there, guys. Would you like a banana? What's wrong with you, Brian? You're a piranha. Well, how about some silver beet? Are you serious, Brian? We eat feet. Oh, would you rather have a bowl of peas? Stop it, Brian. We eat knees. Well, I bet you'd like some juicy plums. That's it, Brian. We eat bums. We don't eat apples, we don't eat beans, we don't eat veggies, we don't eat greens, we don't eat melons, we don't eat bananas, and the reason is simple, pal, we are piranhas. Well, I think that's silly, guys. Fruit is the best. We can't take much more of this. Give it a rest. Okay, I'll stop you then. You'll hear no more chatter, but only if you try my awesome fruit platter. Give it here then. So, what do you think, guys? Is it yucky or yum? It's very nice, Brian, but we still prefer bum. So that was the story of the piranha. Let me give you just a few facts about a real piranha. 20 fun facts about piranhas, and this is in what we call nonfiction. So hopefully most of this information is very correct. By Heather Moore Niver. Just a few facts as we go along. And presenting piranhas. If any fish is known for being mean and nasty, it's the piranha. They have small but sharp teeth, and many kinds have a taste for blood. The red-bellied piranha can be rather nasty. It gives all the other piranhas a bad reputation. Number 1, they are terribly toothy. They have razor-sharp teeth. There are actually more than 60 species of piranha. They're all part of a fish family called Characidae, which also includes pet fish such as the colorful tetra. Many piranhas have large, round heads and narrow bodies, and they're best known for those razor-sharp teeth. The word piranha means tooth fish. That's our fact number 2. Piranhas get the name from a Brazilian Indian language called Tupi, and the word Tupi, the Tupi word for para, means fish, and rana means tooth. And they're very small, about 1/16 of an inch. They are short but sharp. Fact 3. Piranhas can grow to be 2 feet long. Most piranhas are between 8 and 12 inches, and their largest can grow to almost 2 feet. Most are silver with red patches. Some are so dark they look black. Some piranhas have silver scales that sparkle in the light. Fact 4. Piranhas are only native to fresh water in South America. They live in every country in South America, but they live in fresh water, meaning not in the ocean. Most piranhas actually live in the Amazon River, where 20 different species love to swim. Fact number 5. Some piranhas have escaped South America into other areas. Recently, piranhas have been found as far north as the United States, even in the Potomac River, and that's near Washington, D.C. People may have put their pet piranhas in the river. However, the water so far north gets too cold for them to really survive long. Fact number 6. Most piranhas swim and hunt in fast-moving water. They live together in groups called shoals. These shoals spend a lot of time in their freshwater rivers and streams where the current moves quickly. Fact number 7. Piranha menu has many different choices. Here comes our story from piranhas eating bananas. Piranhas rarely chow down on humans or animals that are bigger than them. Piranhas actually are omnivores, meaning they eat many kinds of food, but they will eat fruit. So there we have it. We have proof. Some will actually munch on other small animals, but they will eat fruit and other food they can find. Some piranhas actually help plant new trees, as they said in fact number 8. Some piranhas that live in the Amazon River, if they eat the seeds of fruit, it ends up in the water, and it will end up making a new plant and growing more plants, and that's all thanks to the piranha. Fact number 9, piranha often work in groups to eat their prey all at once. They all gang up on it to eat it all at once. And if they have a feeding frenzy, it makes the water move so fast, it looks like the water is boiling. Fact number 11, a feeding frenzy can get so crazy, they might accidentally take a bite out of each other by mistake. Fact number 12, piranhas will even go after a cow if it's too close to the water. Fact number 13, President Roosevelt observed piranha in the Amazon River. And fact number 14, the red belly piranha is the smallest and meanest piranha of them all. They only weigh about 3 pounds, but they're the meanest ones. Fact number 15, even tough fish like piranhas have to watch their backs because you know what might eat them? Crocodiles that are in the Amazon. Fact number 16, again, as we said, they have to swim all together in order to go fighting, get the animals they're looking for. Fact number 17, piranha mom and dads take care of all their eggs. They'll help and take turns. Fact number 18, piranha teeth, once upon a time, can be made into useful tools. They can make weapons and knives and other things to use. They need something sharp to cut with. Fact number 19, keeping a piranha as a pet may be against the law, so don't try this at home. Fact number 20, they even think piranha attacks may be caused because of human activity, building around where they live. But they're going to keep track of all those piranhas and not worried about them. Piranhas don't usually kill people, but they're a kind of fish to avoid if you're out for a swim. For such a little fish, piranha can sure do some harm. However, some of them do prefer to eat veggies. So don't worry about going swimming. Luckily, they don't live around here. So I hope that was okay, all that information about piranhas and eating bananas and keeping children as pets. Thank you.